We're going to continue learning tools from Adobe Illustrator. The tools that we're going to learn in this video are the eraser, the scissors, and the knife. For this, I'm going to need 6 circles, okay? I'm going to draw one of them and then I'm going to apply different colors, okay? And then I'm going to duplicate them because I wanted to make it faster. So this one is going to become orange, and this one, instead of white, is going to be maybe green. Let me duplicate it just below. And for this one, I'm not going to place any line, you know, as a contour, as a stroke, and I'm going to change the colors because colors are beautiful, aren't they? So I'm going to put maybe purple, and instead of green, maybe pink. So we have all of this. How do they work? It's really easy. I'm going to select the eraser tool. The eraser tool is going to be defined with a specific size. How can you define the size? If you double click it, you're going to be capable to define if you want an angle, if you want it to have it circle or an ellipse, if you want it small or not, okay? If you have the roundness in 100, it's going to become a circle, like an eraser, and you can decide the size of it, okay? The angle only works when you have an ellipse, okay? So I'm going to select this. For the use of the tool, you need to select first the object. So I'm going to select the tool. I already have selected the object, and I'm going to do this. So the distance that you're going to see from one area to another area is the one that I have right here, 4 points, okay? So the eraser tool, I'm going to select the one that is just below, is going to be capable to erase. I'm going to change the size so you can see how it works in a bigger size. So I have the circle and I want to give a specific shape. Whee! Like this. So it's like grabbing an eraser and trying to erase it, okay? So, but if you leave, for example, some areas that are not going to be covered, like, let's see, like this, even though it's in the middle, that's going to be a hole, okay? A hole in that specific blue area. Now, how about the scissors? The scissors only work with segments, okay? That means that you need to have lines for it. In this case, I'm going to remove the white area. Yeah. So you can see, for example, the result. So I have this one. I'm going to use the scissors. You have to click and hold. Remember that you have extra tools every time you see a white triangle. And I'm going to do it here in this segment and this area in this segment. Now, how do I know if I made it perfectly? Well, I can separate it. In this case, it looks nice because in the end, where it has a white color, by the way. You can see that when I'm putting it and placing it over the other line, it has white. But if I erase it, it's just a line and it was cut. So yes, you can cut lines. How about now when you have a, a color? I'm going to do it now the other way. This area. It's always going to keep the color of the area that you're cutting. In this case, this area. Now, why the scissor is so important? If you don't click the line, automatically this window is going to pop up, okay? Because you're focusing on a specific segment that you want to cut. And the last but not the least, we have the knife tool. How does it work? Well, the knife tool is going to make cuts. If you, for example, you have to select it first. You can do something like this. And everything you're doing is going to be affecting just the object that is selected, okay? So you have to be careful to always finish it outside that area. Because, for example, here, I cut it, but it's inside. It's like having a scissor, and when you don't cut it and you leave it, like when you're trying to do something that is going to have movement, something like that. And now, for example, I can come and separate every piece of it. It's going to keep the characteristics of the stroke, surrounding the fill color. But if you don't have a fill color, a stroke, like I do it right here, and I use it, I'm going to cut it like this. And when I separate it, I am using the black arrow, not even the direct selection tool. You have this. So this is for cutting. Now, when are you going to use it? Well, maybe, for example, you have an illustration and you want to cut it in half. That's how you do it. For lines, you have to use the scissors, and for transforming the shapes, you have to use the eraser. I hope this video works. In any question or doubt, let me know.